Yo, thanks for logging in to the Mr. Show. People, it's a bright show today. TOMMYSOTOMAYOR is the guest.
Credits mean? What do these credits mean?
So basically, you could time somebody out.
TOMMYSOTOMAYOR is so controversial.
Heart broke by C-Murder. Bitch, you been married and done had kids by 2 different men while that man been in jail. How he break your heart? What did he do to break your heart? He didn't call you during his visitation hours?
You got to check him out. And people, it's a good, long, solid video. Listen.
So
That shit was funny. You know it was funny.
one of the questions that was posed, I don't know if Angry Man answered it either. I don't know if anybody who came up new answered.
It's hot. The girls get upset. Tommy gets his point across. Angry Man. Shout out to DJ Hamp. Yo, it's nice.
Because when a bitch, that's a problem. See, black men, what y'all need to understand is just like my man from the Steve Harvey show, Mr. Santana, Merlin Santana. You can end up dead very easily.
Stop and let's get into it. From the bodies that count, in terms of body count, spiritual ties, to every man that you've left, that's left DNA inside of you. People, let's get real. TOMMYSOTOMAYOR on the Mr. Show. I mean, it's a whole panel, but he's the star of the show. Let's go.
Talking about, bodies don't count. They count, goddammit. That you keep going through a bunch of bad events and unhealthy circumstances don't count. They don't build y'all the way they build men. They just don't.
Truthfully, the more times a woman has a man ejaculate inside of her, that is literally another person's DNA being absorbed into her body.
All right, so that's Tommy right there. If you don't know, let's go. It's niceness.
And if you notice, most women who a lot of people crazy as shit because they literally had a lot of different souls in them. That's why they have the thing called soul ties. As a matter of fact, they even have this thing psychologically that if a man gives a woman an orgasm for that 30 days until she has her period again, she belongs to that man. He's imprinted on that woman. So these things, when you have these women sleeping with multiple men at the same time, they're nuts. That's why if you listen to them, most of them have problems, alcohol problems, and I'm not even playing with you.
Okay.
When you sit up there taking that many damn dicks, there's a problem with you because you're literally bringing in the DNA of another individual and holding it. Because I'm spitting it out of me.
Right.
It's going in you and it's just sitting in there, just marinating.
And you know, people, honestly, he's not talking no lies. If a woman is constantly taking, D from different men, I mean, that's the whole term soul ties. You guys are connected. It's a very spiritual moment when sex is happening. So, I mean, let's get into it. Tommy's dropping the knowledge.
And we can smell the presence of another man on you.
Getting them nuts.
Say it again.
Hey,
we can smell the presence of another man on you, if you really be honest.
Like dogs.
Yes.
Getting them nuts make y'all nuts, ladies. Y'all better chill out.
The point is, because he took response.
You see how she had to come in and chop out, like dogs. Yo.
And we can smell the presence of another man on you.
Getting them nuts.
Say it again.
Hey.
We can smell the presence of another man on you, if you really be honest.
True.
Like dogs.
Yes.
Getting them nuts make y'all nuts, ladies. Y'all better chill out.
The point is, because he took responsibility, which is what a leader is supposed to do.
Right.
Every coach is not at fault for his losses. But if he loses too much, who do they fire?
The coach.
Men understand that. Stop being in leader positions if you don't want to take the blame.
So this person right here, where's she? Right there, her. Listen out for her. Listen out for her. Let's go.
I put the responsibility where it belonged, on the predator from the beginning.
Okay.
So we can't pretend that's a lie. However, when we're talking about which parent is pushing sex towards the child, it is majority the father pushing sex towards his son. Period.
There aren't very many fathers in black homes.
Period. It doesn't matter. Even when they're not at the home, they're still pushing their sons.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. I'm asking you a serious question. How can it be a large number of boys who are wanting to do this if it ain't a large number of men who are raising them?
Because even if they're not raising them, it's not like they don't know them. It's not like they don't see them. Most children don't have parents that they just don't know who they are. They know who their father is. And when he sees them, when he finally gets to see them as a teenager, he's like, hey, man, did you get the little wet yet? That's his question to his son. These men should stop encouraging their sons to have no matter what. It is a problem because they're not saying, hey, this teacher is me like these little girls are. They're saying, oh man, I got caught. Oh man, I had a baby. But they're not saying this woman is.
All right, you see it? Yeah. Didn't I tell you? Say, yo, this girl, yeah.
Stop the cap.
Listen, man. Men are built different than women, and women know that. But she's fighting against the grain in any chance she can get. Let's rewind it.
This teacher is me like these little girls are. They're saying, oh man, I got caught. Oh man, I had a baby. But they're not saying this woman is even when they're having with older women and they come back later and talk about it, they don't talk about it as it's a trauma. They talk about it as, I started out early. I started out doing exactly what I knew what I needed to do from a young age. That type of energy.
Well, men are different than women, though. Yo.
She is what they're bringing, not, oh, this was trauma. Oh, she hurt me. That's rare. Most of the cases, it's, I don't care. It isn't. I wanted it, no matter how young these little boys are.
The same reason these women tell their sons he gonna be a lady. Why would you tell that boy he gonna be running through a bunch of women? You don't need to settle down. You better shop around. Don't settle down with the first chick you lay down with. These are females saying this, but you just literally put it on men. As a matter of fact, who's the one who makes fun of a man for not having sex? Is it another man? It's typically a woman who says you don't get no put. Yes, it is, because I've literally saw YouTubers. He just saying that because he can't get no woman. He can't get no sex. Every time a man stands up for men, the first person to come up in that man's comment section and tell him why he's standing up for men, and they say he's not getting put. Those are the words they say. They don't say anything else. Matter of fact, they'll check his sexuality and say you must be gay.
Hey, Tommy, hold on. And plus, think about
you smile all you want, but I'm telling the truth.
And here's the thing, though, Tommy.
Why is it that black women go around bragging about being the most educated group in the United States, yet their children are the least educated group in the United States? So that shows they're poor leaders. Someone tell me I'm lying. No one in their right mind would brag about being the most educated while your children are the least. That means you're selfish. No man would brag about how he's sitting there swabbed out and his kid broke. It's insane. You live with these children. They're yours. You're raising them. So why do you go around putting up pictures of you getting graduated, or you graduating with 5 of your children with you, and 3 of your children are going to end up in jail because you're neglectful? There's no reason for someone. There's not a basketball player right now that brags about how great he is and his son ain't shit. His son can't play. He wants his son to be as good as him. He wants his son to be better than him. So if black women are the most educated women in the United States, and they're mostly raising children themselves, their children should be the most educated in the United States by far.
Tommy, hey,
how the fuck Tommy get a credit already? Hey, man.
That is another factor, though. Nowadays, dudes have the misfortune of having their L's put on social media. So like if a dude approach a chick and somebody recording it, they can repost it on TikTok and laugh at it forever.
That's lame behavior, though.
For real.
That's so lame.
Shout out to Angry Man who's talking right now. And boy, it's kind of a complicated situation here, because what we're trying to understand and make you know is that, boy, Tommy's doing all the talking. The girl up there is not happy. I'm blocking Tommy right now. The girls up there is not happy, and they're just waiting for their moment to speak. So this guy comes in here. He tries to mediate for the ladies, but Tommy ain't having it. Let's keep going.
We learn from it. Sometimes we learn bullshit. They also created the incels, but shout out to them.
Yeah, let me rewind that, because Tommy.
I'm glad Tommy here.
Tommy's coming from. I've been watching Tommy for a while still, so he's created a few things in the industry, including the term the incels.
Respect the work and pain people put in. So for those who don't know, Tommy Sotomayor, along with Angry Man, built this space. Real shit.
Tommy.
And so we benefit from it. I think we learn from it. Sometimes we learn bullshit. They also created the incels, but shout out to them.
Now, see, I'm glad Tommy here. Tommy created the incels.
Oh, Tommy definitely to blame for sure. Tommy, we ain't gonna tell nobody else though. We ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Hey, Tommy, your fresher fit.
I'm telling y'all, y'all gotta let me in. Y'all gotta let me in on this subject. Y'all got to, because I'm.
Tommy,
so
let me just make sure I can do your count, Tommy. That's all. Tommy got another credit, and then got a credit from Lauren. So Tommy got $50 worth of credit because he showed up and breathed in the mic. You heard?
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Got amnesty.
What do these credits mean? What do these credits mean?
So basically, you could time somebody out. Minutes equal dollars. So right now, in order to time you out, it would take at least $51.
Oh, the people trying to protect me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because they know I'm about to say some fuck shit. They know what.
Wow.
Yeah.
What up, though, Tommy? What you got? So I don't know if you've been hearing or listening, but what you think?
Well, first off, I'd like to thank my man Trigger Mike. He always put me in on the good shit, and he
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Yeah.
He keep me up on what's going on, because I don't really know what's going on in the world, and I'm listening to this and I'm thinking, I'm cocky and I'm an asshole, but I'm not light skinned and I'm not handsome.
Wow.
And so I can tell y'all that it works differently. Some things that you do, just like awkward. There's a woman, and I don't know if y'all know who she is. I didn't know McClure. She's got these twins by this white man. Y'all ever heard of her?
She's an African woman. Yep. The McClure twins. Yep.
Yeah, she came over to my Instagram arguing. I didn't know who she was. And then they were like, dude, that's the girl that does so. I was like, I don't know this chick. And then I saw a kid had like 2.3, her twins had 2.3 million followers, whatever. But she was arguing with me. And I was just thinking to myself, I said, I noticed, because I was talking about what I noticed that black women do, all this stuff that they're talking about of what kind of man, need a confident man to approach us. Isn't it funny that they had a video out there where a black woman was telling black women how to get a white man? And you remember one of the things, I don't know if you saw that video, but one of the things she said was you could approach awkward ass Brad by giving him a wink, a smile, and going and talk to him and tell him she didn't mind. I want y'all brothers to know that it's okay for a white boy to be a nerd. It's okay for a white boy to be a lame. It's okay for a white boy not have swag and not have confidence. They'll talk to him, but they'll tell you need to have confidence. You know what they mean? They mean fucking World War II confidence. They mean motherfucking Vietnam POW war. You got to go through a bunch of shit to get to a black chick. She might call you a mother lame to your face right on video. She might put a video up and talk shit to you and put it on Instagram about how you took her to the wrong restaurant. She might embarrass you in front of your friends. You gotta have armor around yourself, and I'm talking about the armor of Jesus Christ.
Wow.
You gotta be ready, but when you a white boy, it's welcome. Come on in. Oh, let's say you an athlete. Let's just say you are an athlete and they know you play in the NFL. You could walk in looking like Gollum, but you got on a chain and you gonna have an easier time trying to holler than a regular cat. It's just the way it goes. I can tell you this, I'm not a handsome man, and I talk a lot of shit about black hoes. I do. But when they walk up to the front of my house and they say, God dog, look at that house. I fuck the motherfucking Uber drivers. I fuck the motherfucking Instacart bitches. I ain't mind. Let them fuck me. Why? Because of the house. They drive up and see all them cars in the driveway. Ain't you that nigga that talk shit about these hoes? I sure am. It's just a difference. So when they talking about they don't get approached, the difference is today, let's just be honest, fellas. The reason why it's a lot of men out here not having sex, because there's a lot of women having sex with the same guys. You just saw Monica talk about she got her heart broke by C Murder. Bitch, you been married and done had kids by 2 different men while that man been in jail. How he break your heart? What did he do to break your heart? He didn't call you during his visitation hours? What happened? How did he break your heart when you was as free as a bird? But we don't want to talk about the shit that black women say, just ridiculous shit. We have a hard time dating them because they make shit difficult. Black women like drama and trauma. That's why this chick would get online and share that she got broke up with by C Murder. Who shares that?
Tommy, can I ask you, just because this is my first time meeting you, how old are you, and have you been married before?
I am 47 years old and I've never been married.
Okay. I'm assuming you're not in a relationship.
Oh, no, I am.
Okay. How long have you been in a relationship?
Difference. Just like today I was talking about Georgia and said Georgia should be in the
How
Final
long have you
Four.
been in a relationship, Tommy? Hold on.
I would say 3 years.
Is she black?
I've almost 4. Huh?
Is she black?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was talking about the University of Georgia today, and I said Michigan ain't that damn good, and Florida State should have been in the playoffs. And somebody said, "You Georgia fans are just butthurt." And I stopped them. I said, "Sir, I went to Georgia Tech. I hate Georgia. The only difference is I call shit down the middle." So I love it when people, and y'all notice it's one thing that black women tend to do. No offense, ma'am. But you asked me about my life, and I didn't ask any of y'all about y'all's, and I don't give a shit. We're talking about something. If it makes sense, it makes sense. You asked me if the woman I'm with is black, because the saying I say can't be with a black woman. Well, yes, he can be. Matter of fact, a lot of times when you talk shit about roaches, you know how you know so much about roaches? Because you have them. You know why you talk a lot of shit about a lot of shit? Because you know what it's like. People who eat bologna know what the fuck it tastes like. So if you listen to them talk about it, well, it's because they've had it. So a lot of men who talk about black women in a bad way, a good way, or indifferent way, it would be some shit if I sit up here and talked about white women. Then you said, "Have you dated a white woman?" I said, "No." Well, how the fuck would I know so much about them? I would know a lot about black women because I fucked them, dated them, and fucked some of the damn Instacart drivers. I'd like some of them white Instacart drivers to drop their shit off and be impressed by the house, but they don't. But the black bitches, yeah, they're sucking dick. Don't doing that shit.
Oh, this man's cold as ice, bro. Look at the lady above. Look at the lady right here. Look. She is not impressed. Yo, check out the other lady right there. Right there, up in the corner there. Her beside, what's her name there? Sis. Check out Sis. Let's go, Tommy.
They don't, let me tell you something, ma'am. I've had more black women put their lips on my dick than they lips on my dick. That's not a lie. And I'm not the only black man that's had that happen. There's a lot of black men that's had more black women suck their dick than kiss.
Do you have a question for us, sir, Mr. Sotomayor? Do you have a question for us, anyone on the panel? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Is there a question that you have for us? Do you have a question for any of the women on the panel?
No, ma'am. I'm just talking.
You just want to come up here and just talk? I mean, I'm just asking. You just want to come here and just talk?
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on a second, ma'am. If I pulled out my dick and start pissing, would you ask me am I pissing?
This is what this is turned into
tonight. You can see me pissing, so you need to be sure that I'm.
He just came up here for the dick riders to keep dick riding.
That's what it sounds like. The dick riders. I got it. Yeah, this is.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to edit so much. I am enjoying it.
Let him do what he do.
This is his open mic night. I get it. Go ahead. You got it.
Somebody told me you had to come up here with questions, and I shut the fuck up and ask questions. Please, I don't want to be rude. Tell me what the fuck I was rude to anybody, ma'am. Please tell me. But ladies and gentlemen, this is what you get from black hoes. This big nose up here just trying to be smart with me, and I ain't said shit to her. I've been hilarious, and you don't know nothing about it. You don't know nothing about how to make a crowd laugh and think at the same time. That's all I did. I wasn't rude to you or nobody else, but you hoes found the chance to be rude to me, and nobody else had.
I just wanted to know.
I was not rude.
Yo, it's not even funny because Tommy is cooking. The girl up there calling her HOE and all that. He doesn't have to go so deep on it, Tommy. Yo, you're cold. Whatever happened to Brother Different? No, not Brother Different. That's a boy from Toronto. Big up. There was a brother that used to do a lot of speaking about Kemet and stuff. But anyways, Tommy, let's go.
I was not rude once. If you didn't like what the fuck I was saying, you should have shut the fuck up. I wasn't bothering you.
And because you're on a women's field, shut the fuck up.
Do you have any questions? I don't see none. When I see some ladies, I'll ask.
Shit, nigga, shut the fuck up.
When I see some ladies, I'll ask. I ain't gotta shut the fuck up. Y'all need to lose some weight.
Shut the fuck up because you sound ignorant as hell.
Lose some weight.
The only one laughing is Angry Man.
But Tommy, my question is, what we gonna get out of?
All right, so he's the moderator right here. Shout out to let me just take a look at, is it DJ Hemp? Sid? Yeah, man. Ah, boy. Let's go.
Going that way with it though.
I wasn't going that way. She came at me. The people were laughing.
She asked you because you're on the women's POV, my nigga. Like what?
Excuse me, ma'am. She can ask me a question. She asked me to ask her a question, my nigga.
No, I didn't. I said, do you have a question? Like, this is
You
said, do you have any
Dick
questions
riders
for us?
laughing. No. He came here to get these dick riders to continue dick riding.
And
Let
that's
them
why
let
he's
them dick
excited.
ride.
Yeah, they're excited.
Let them do that.
Let the dick riders go off.
I'm
on mute. Go ahead, y'all.
The first thing they do is turn to gay comments about black men, and y'all wonder why? Y'all wonder why?
It's true though.
She wanted to know if you wanted to engage the women on the women's POV panel. That's
they
it.
can't respect themselves.
If you know Tommy, he is engaging the women on the women's whatever panel that you guys got connected to this show, and he don't really care, yo. He does not care. He doesn't care.
Wasn't nobody rude to you. She asked if you wanted to engage the women because you're on the women's POV panel.
No, she didn't say it like that, and you know it. Just like how you asked me about who I'm with. That's none of your business either.
Okay, it's clear that you don't watch.
It wasn't.
But that's okay.
But I answered your question, didn't I? Very respectfully.
So let's ask a premise. So we understand Tommy's premise. How do we improve it? Whose fault is it that men aren't approaching Tommy? Is it women or is it men?
It's women. You look at it like this. If men say anything that they don't like black women, these motherfuckers become vultures. Who talks to people like that they don't know? If someone's talking, you listen. You hear what the fuck they're thinking. You know who they are, and you don't have to even ask them a question. They'll let you know who they are, whether they're an asshole, a dick, broke, or whatever. You listen. But there's a reason why a lot of motherfuckers don't have shit, because they don't know how to listen. And if you watch a lot of black women, they're quick to talk, but not listen. You would know everything you need to know about somebody. If they're willing to talk, sit back and listen. That woman said, are you just up here to talk? Well, that's what I was doing. You have any questions for us? I didn't ask. Everything she asked, she already had the answer. So she was just being sarcastic, just like the other one. Is she black? Why would it matter? I don't know what anybody up here is dating and who they're dating. To talk to people is to have a level of respect. And if you have somebody up here to say to these other people, because y'all didn't do anything wrong, I'm apparently the one who did something wrong. Why did y'all become dick riders? Because y'all didn't do what they wanted you to do. Let that sink in.
No, it was just apparent. It was just apparent what's happening here. It was very clear, homeboy.
That y'all were listening to me. Y'all were dick riding. Yep, it's very clear. Dick riding. That's how a female has to talk.
Listening.
Your queens talk like this.
Did you want us to listen? We were listening. We weren't dick riding. All that fake laughing was dick riding.
Well, I wasn't dick riding.
What if it was real laughing?
The shit was funny. It was funny. I'm sorry. The shit was funny.
What if it was real? Actually funny.
Shit was funny.
You weren't even laughing.
So
that shit was funny. You know it was funny.
one of the questions that was posed, I don't know if Angry Man answered it either. I don't know if anybody who came up new answered it. Was this: men are opting to masturbate as opposed to deal with women's bullshit. To sum it up, Chaotic Truth kind of presented that argument. So even successful men, regardless of incels, are saying, "Yo, I'm a jerk off and go to work," as opposed to get a potential headache from dealing with women out here. And the women were saying that is not realistic. Was the sentiment that was taken from that.
Well, why would that not see that? That's another interesting double standard, because if a woman decides to be celibate and just, have a little party with her rose or whatever, right? That's not viewed as a knock to her. But if a guy decides, oh, well, I'm gonna be celibate, I ain't dealing with these chicks, I'm gonna just jack off, then all of a sudden he becomes a loser.
He's right. And again, It's this idea of, even watch how they talk to men. Women will go at a man goes back at him. What will they say? He's sassy. So what the fuck is she if she went at a man? So it is strange that our women are combative when you even ask, well, what do men think? Tell them what you think. And how many times are you going to get argued at? That's why you rarely hear a man say what he really thinks, because he's just trying to smash at best. And then he moves on, because you can't have a conversation with a group of motherfuckers who are waiting to jump at the first thing they hear that they don't like. How can you ever hear someone say something that's meaningful and from the heart if you scare them into saying what you want to hear? White people who still say nigger, they just don't say it in front of your face. Don't mean they don't like your black ass. They just figured out not to say it in person. That's it. You haven't changed what people think because you haven't allowed them to. It's the same reason why people are afraid to say things about gays, but it don't mean that they still don't say it, that they still don't think it. You just don't want to get fired. Black women have made it to where people are afraid to speak to them because they go to Popeyes, and if you say something wrong, they're going to throw the chicken at you. If you go to this DMV and it just think being sourpuss face all the time makes sense, you wouldn't have a panel of white women just sitting up here pissed the fuck off. I wouldn't care what I said. Just to want to be mad? Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody in the comment section said it's late. People wanted to have fun. Hell, I got a drink in my hand, laughing. I got a black bitch upstairs that just cooked and she's chilling. He don't give a fuck about what I'm saying. And if this bitch don't, why would a motherfucker I don't know be pissed?
Check this out.
Just let that sink in. You wake up to be pissed.
Yeah. So what's going on here? So he's just gonna talk like that, and he's gonna make assumptions and throw them out there, and that's just what it's gonna be.
Yo, for real. Tommy's been going hard. Yo, Tommy.
He needs some milk.
Tommy's blazing on the place.
Check this out.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet.
What assumption I made?
This is nuts. This is nuts.
What assumption I made, ma'am?
This is nuts. Just do a show with him.
What assumption did I make, ma'am? Let them know.
Why do you think someone is pissed because we're responding to you, or because we sleepy? What are you talking about?
I think you called us dick riders.
I always look like this around this time. I always look like this around this time.
Looking like you just drank.
I don't give a fuck about nothing you talk about. I'm not mad. I always look like this around this time. Trust me.
So is there a reply or rebuttal to what he's saying?
He's making a bunch of statements, hurling insults. He's old as fuck, and he's talking crazy. I don't know older men his age that would get on here and talk to a group of women like he's talking. Why is he interrupting
how
me?
Ridiculous what that woman just said.
Tommy, let her finish the point.
Just saying, I don't know what man would get on here and just start talking out of his mind like that. That shit sounds crazy. I know men your age. They don't even think about the shit you talk about. They don't have time for that. They doing things for the community, doing other shit. They're not talking like that. They're not referring to their own women as bees and other chicks as hoes for no apparent reason. They're not doing that. They're just not doing that, especially at that age. I don't know if you would like somebody talking to your daughter like that out the blue, out of nowhere. I don't know.
Now, just to be clear,
So he's gonna jump in and help this nigga out.
Just to be clear, I haven't said anything yet.
I thought he would stop her from talking over you like he did me, but I'm wrong. When they see some...
Hold on. You know, she was making some points, right? She finally gets a rebuttal. Tommy's been talking for a while. And then Angry Man comes in now, and then now what she does, she went and diss Angry Man off the top. So now I'm going to lose off her now. I lose the little respect that I gained for him. I lose it just now. So Angry Man was just throwing in his point. Where I got this in man for? All right, let's go.
Brothers fighting, they will smile. And what they tried to do was encourage brothers to fight. And let me explain. First words out of their mouth was y'all dick riding. Because if you didn't go at me, I'm going to make sure you do. Then the second thing was Angry Man just jumped in and said, well, let me try to explain something. That's all he got out of his mouth. Oh, you ain't taking up for this nigga. Well, nobody would have said that if some woman had said that to her. If somebody had said, well, let me tell you what I think. Nobody would say, I know you ain't taking up for this bitch. Then want to talk about men in the community, but can refer to a black man as a nigga. But then if somebody calls one a bitch, that's a problem. See, black men, what y'all need to understand is just like my man from the Steve Harvey show, Mr. Santana, Merlin Santana. You can end up dead very easily dealing with these women because they really will ask you to jump out the window and fight a cause that they're upset about. If you hear something I say that bothers you, you will go to the crowd and say, y'all ain't mad about this? Well, why do we have to be mad? Because you're mad. Somebody can call me Crispy and Blackie all day. You don't have to be mad because it bothered me. You don't have to be mad because they call me old as fuck. So what I should do now is elicit all the other people like Angry Man because we the same age. We old as fuck. And anybody else that's listening is old as fuck.
Boy, sis up there in the top corner there, right? Sis over there. You see her there? She has to laugh. Let's go.
But you got a ridiculous ass black bitch who's smiling and thinking it's fine to say dumb shit like that because her mom and daddy old as fuck too by that logic.
Who's a ridiculous ass black bitch?
The age at which you got is a problem. As a matter of fact, I'm old.
Girlfriend, you know who he's talking about. You know he's talking about you. You know it.
Old as fuck bitch and I'm rich as fuck. So both of them should let you know something.
Okay. So he just nasty.
I'm out.
He nasty.
Yeah, I'm out too. Like I'm not dealing with this. All right, Tommy. So do you have any solutions? Like you've already
feel like I'm out.
Because her mom and daddy old as fuck too by that logic.
Who's
and
the
only
ridiculous ass black bitch?
The age at which you got is a problem. As a matter of fact, I'm old as fuck, bitch, and I'm rich as fuck. So both of them should let you know something.
Okay. So he just nasty.
I'm out.
He nasty.
Yeah, I'm out too. Like I'm not dealing with this. All right, Tommy. So do you have any solutions? Like
All right, she said she's out. But she's asking Tommy if he has any solutions. But I thought you'd be out.
you've already stated the issues. Do you have any solutions?
I'll give you a solution. I promise. If you won't present me with one, then I can't present you with a solution. If you've been talking about it,
did you not present a problem while you were talking for the past? I'm asking. Did you not present a problem for the past 20 minutes?
So Tommy, do you think that a key parameter is the fact that one thing that you said that stuck out was like the women are just, for all intents and purposes, black women are mean. That's kind of one thing I gathered. Do you think that would be a catalyst? Like if they just changed their disposition, do you think that we would have much more success in our relationships?
Yeah, but it's funny. In my diatribe, which I will call it,
all right,
I did offer a solution. I said, if people started listening and took the emotion out, I said, when people are talking, hear them, see where they're coming from, and
true, and take the emotion out of it. Hold on, I agree with them 150%. Take the emotion out of it and listen to where people are come from. Let's go, Tommy.
Why they are saying it that way, and if you don't know, ask them. Instead of even characterizing what they say, why do you say that? Force them to explain why they say the things that they're saying. See, I'm a guy who has this thing called a psychology degree. And in process...
Stop listening to these people.
Okay, hold on. He has a psychology group, and in process...
I'm not dealing with this.
They're very easily dealing with these women because they really will ask you to jump out the window and fight a cause that...
Okay, we saw that. My bad, people. I kind of went ahead of myself. Let's go.
They're coming from and why they are saying it that way. And if you don't know, ask them. Instead of even characterizing what they say, why do you say that?
All right.
Force them to explain why they say the things that they're saying.
Right.
See, I'm a guy who has this thing called a psychology degree. And in process, sometimes you do things to get a response.
Okay.
You're saying so the environment on this panel caused you to start to all black bitches and hoes and whatnot?
At what place did I say that?
Well, you kind of did say it, Tommy. Shout out to you and everybody else. It's the Mr. Podcast. Thanks for logging in.